traders, this is Cousin Benny coming to you on August the 29th after the market close. I was not in the room all day today. Our cable was out, so I had no way of communicating with anyone. But we did get our break higher on the ES, so I got rid of my SPY puts and added to my SPY call position the September 120s, which did quite well today. Yesterday we said that we would look at this area here and would look for a breakout this high to this low, and we are right at 1207, just above the breakout area. So looking for this momentum to continue. RSI is pointing higher, so I like what I see so far. I would venture to say that we can get a nice move here. 1244 is the target that I've been looking for, as I mentioned in last night's video. So if we zoom out a bit, we can see where that shoulder neckline rather was earlier. Okay, so depending on where you draw this break here, this looks pretty close. 1244 to 1250. 1250 is my line in the sand for a move up to that level and a retest. Okay, so if we get up to that 618 level, I'll be starting to watch for any signs of a consolidation or a pause, which could indicate a move lower. But for now, things look good. Remember, today was a high on lighter volume. Now, Bank of America, if you still have the calls with me, or Kaneko had the 9s, I have the 8s. I took half off when we were up 400% on this candle here. Okay, when we had the gap up on Warren Buffett's news. Of course, we took the trade when Meredith Whitney changed her tune, which I thought was pretty substantial. People were saying that a move to 8 was a really big move. And said, you're right, it was a big move, but who would have anticipated that Warren Buffett would come out and invest $5 billion in the company? So obviously he had to see something that was worth to him an investment of $5 billion of his capital. So what I'm looking for is from this low here to this high, maybe an extension to the 127 or the 618. If we get up there, the 100 EMA is up here as well. The 100 MA, sorry. This is the 50 MA. So I'll be watching these two levels, as well as a retracement back up here. Okay, so that's Bank of America. I also have Brazil Foods, which is looking pretty decent as well. This is a 60-minute. The daily, we're back up at the highs, but we had a nice move up today, and we got this hammer, or hangman, hammer rather. So stochastics is overbought. I would look to see this move a little higher, but we are at these this triple top, so we could move lower. Notice the volume at price is mostly green, so we could get above this and break out. I'd love to see the Bollinger Bands expand. Watch for that to happen. If the Bollinger Bands do start to expand bottom and top, that means we're going to get some follow through. Okay, let's look at the weekly. Weekly looks pretty decent as well. We got some momentum here. We could get a little bit up higher and then on the daily get embedded. Okay, so look for that to happen on BRFSS. I would like to see this up at the 21 level. That would be where I'd be taking it off. Okay, if we got above this level, notice the price at volume, we could pop up into this vacuum and get sucked much higher. All right, so it's 52-week highs, nice cup and handle here, and then a breakout. We'd probably get a little pause, but I could see this moving higher definitely in the future. So RFS is something that I'll probably hold a position in my IRA and trade it in my trading account. I also have still have Hanson. That's in my IRA. No worries here. We got a nice move here. We're right at the 100 MA. We passed through the 20. We got all our MAs moving higher. So there's the 50. I would see this moving higher. The 618 is at this level right here. So keep an eye on that. We could retrace back up to the upper levels. This is a good company. Also have JetBlue, which had a nice move today. Johnny had a nice call on the airlines. I like this range here from 445 down to the 390 area. If we break above this level, we're good to go up to the 618 level, okay, which I'm showing up in the sixes. So that would be a nice move. I'm showing that from these previous highs. Okay, so if we bring this down to here, the 618 is at the 540 range, which is what I talked about last night's video. Okay, stochastics still has room to move higher. Weekly looks pretty good. Notice the range in JetBlue, this high to this low. Okay, we could move back up here easily. I definitely like this trade. LNG is something I've been watching. I would advise you to as well if you've traded this before. Notice that it's holding the 50 MA. We're oversold here on the weekly, so I'd like to see this move back up into the 11 range. I'm probably going to start a position tomorrow if we can get back above the 200 MA. It looks like all our MAs are moving higher. Stochastics is oversold. As far as a pattern, we got these lows here, okay, and we've got this here. All right, so you could see this move back up to the 950 area. All right, we're off of this low, but just something to consider. It's kind of a high risk entry right now, but I'm keeping an eye on it. We could get a little bit of move back, or we could get a move higher. On semiconductor, I still have some of this. A couple hundred shares, small position for now. As far as a pattern is concerned, stochastics is moving higher. We have these lows here. Okay, if you disregard this one and you create this channel, got a little bit of a move here. We could break out. Still move. Stochastics has some momentum to the upside that could break us higher. So keeping an eye on the weekly. Weekly is oversold, so we could definitely see this move higher. I only have a couple hundred shares of on. Sci-Fi is a company that I don't mention in the room only because it's cheap stock and I don't want anybody to get burned, but this is something I've been watching. Stochastics is oversold and moving higher, and this pattern is starting to get a little tight. Okay. More of a descending triangle, but it is getting tight. We're at the MAs. We could see some more resistance, but I'm watching this for a move higher. I have a couple hundred shares of this. I'd like to see this move above the 100 MA and the Bollinger Bands to expand. Okay, notice the 200s down here. So we're looking not too bad. That's Sci-Fi. I believe they do internet security. They're in their Indian company. Indian as in next to Pakistan. Tractor Supply, I still have shares in this, and I'm noticing a nice move here that we could see a move to the 127 extension, and if it makes it through that, to the 1618 extension. Okay, I'd love to see the Bollinger Bands expand here. Notice the stochastics are a little overbought on the weekly. The weekly we're holding the, well, here's the 10 MA up above us, so we're holding the 50. So I'd like to see this move higher and get back into this high. We're still in a major uptrend. Okay, stochastics are oversold and crossed, so keep an eye on Tractor Supply. SPY we talked about earlier when we were talking about the ES. We had that head and shoulders, and we had this neckline here. I'm looking for this to move back this high to this low. The 618 is right here at the 125, 126 level. So that's what I'm looking at. This is Cousin Benny coming to you on the 29th of August. Remember to use your stops, and we'll talk to you hopefully in the room tomorrow. I should be back to work. Alright, take care, and we'll see you soon.